the price here says $1,649.46. That is literally like rent money. Alright guys, welcome back to the Dragon Ball figure recap. As for official SH Figuarts, we have no update regarding the pop-up tour USA 2026, which is supposed to happen in February, and they plan to visit 5 stops, Illinois, New Jersey, Florida, Texas, California. I expect a Super Saiyan 4 adult DAIMA Goku, but nothing new on that yet. As for Frieza, now I am very, very surprised that it is now, it's about to be Friday in like a few, probably like an hour or so right now as I'm recording this, and we still have no full reveal for this Frieza. I mean, they might reveal it on Friday, which is tomorrow, or you'll see this video on that day. But I'm really surprised that they're taking so much time to reveal this Frieza fully. So kind of makes me wonder if, are they, trying to finalize plans regarding it, like, the price of it, for example, or certain design things, battle damage versus non-battle damage, whether it'll be a $38, $35, $40 figure or like a $75, $80 figure or whatever. I don't know. It is kind of strange to me, but well, we'll have to wait and see when they reveal that, So the Shallot and Giblet, I believe his name is Giblet. Someone said that in the comment that his name is Giblet, not Giblet. But the Shallot and Giblet figures released this, basically this week, I guess. People got it. I saw a review for it, for them this week, right? DBZ Figure Addict reviewed both of them. And I'm honestly, if you really do think that most SH Figuarts are not vastly overpriced, I don't know what to tell you, man. Because this is what was advertised, okay? Looks pretty good. Could use shading, of course. Very plain, no shading. It really should have shading and stuff. But, the quality of it, as far as the plastic quality and stuff, looks pretty good here, right? But then look at what they released. Look at that. Look at this. It looks like, honestly, I'm not even joking around. I'm completely serious. This does not look different, really, from what you would see as like a bootleg, figure. Like this plastic quality looks like bootleg plastic quality right here. So shiny and cheap looking. Look at that. Seriously, this is a screenshot from DBZ Figure Addict's review of the Shallot figure. Look at this, seriously, right? Look at that and compare it to this. There's no comparison there. There's why, I don't understand why they made this look so cheap and horrible. That looks really horrible, man. Really, and even the neck is not painted properly. Look at that, right? All this paint bleeding and stuff. And the price of this thing, if you don't know this already, you're going to be floored when you hear this. This Shallot figure, before shipping and taxes, this is what you get, right? This is the quality you get. The price of this was $90, okay? $90 for this thing. For this. $90, okay? Here's another image of the teeth gritted. That looks, man, seriously? No, man. Why would you think this is good to release to people, man? Why? Why would you think that? And this is supposed to be a premium figure? A premium collectible? A high-end figure?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Come on, man. And that's the thing is, the people who think that I'm wrong about the price of SH Figuarts, I'm fighting for you, man. You're not my enemy. I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting so that you don't have to get this garbage for $90, man. I'm fighting for you to get better figures. You don't want better figures? You want this for $90? This is what you want? If that's what you want, look. If this is what you want for $90, then cool. Go ahead. All right. Cool. Fine. I don't have to say anything else. But if you can see that this is a complete scam, 90? Come on, man. Look at what was advertised. look at this, right? Look at what was advertised. And then you get this for $90, man? Really? That's what you get for $90? Come on, man. Why would you think this is worth $90, man? Why?
Tell me why!
I just can't understand that. I can't understand that. And then the arm on Shallot as well. The arm color doesn't even match. Because what they did, as far as I can tell here, they molded this in like, you know, dark gray or, you know, whatever plastic, and then painted skin tone over it. But they didn't give it enough layers or the correct color or whatever. And so his arm has two different colors, man. And it's horrible. This is like worse than Legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Like, this is just abysmal. Like, that is, wow, man. That is crazy. And look at the prototype or the promotional image here. It doesn't look that bad. You can see a slight difference here, but nothing to that level, you know, nothing that extreme. Like, even here, it looks pretty much perfect as far as the color matching goes. Right here doesn't look bad either, but man, this is what they're giving you for $90, man. You don't want a better figure than this for $90? You don't think your money's worth more than this? You think this is all your money's worth? No, come on, man. Not mine, not my money. I'm not buying that. Okay. Then we have the Giblet here. You know, similar case as Shallot. I do think the Giblet looked a bit better than Shallot. It still had that kind of like cheap plasticky look, but I do think the Giblet figure looks slightly better than the Shallot figure, but this one was $110, so also abysmal price there. Then of course, as far as pre-orders go, the only pre-orders on Premium Bandai right now are the Bardock figure, $75, being released, scheduled for shipping August 2026, okay? And Dodoria and Zarbon here, scheduled for September 2026 at $165, okay? As I've said before, I don't have any plans to get either of these releases. You know, 99% chance they're gonna be skips for me because I think the price is just way too high. Like $75, this is not worth that in my opinion. So I'm probably gonna be skipping on both of these unless I find them for cheaper somewhere else, like a better deal on some other website or something. But at this price tag right here, I'm probably gonna pass on these. 99%. I always say 99% because there may be a case where I'm like, oh, I have the extra money, I really want this or something, but I don't feel that way with these figures right now, you know? So yeah, cool. All right, now we're gonna move on to Amazon. A link in the description if you want a free trial, 6 months of Prime for young adults, if you're 18 to 24 or a student, all right? As for DAIMA Goku, they do have this, the adult version, $35.99. Not really a big sale, as I mentioned last week. They do have actual, like, they've restocked DAIMA Mini Goku, because when I checked last week, there was no Amazon listing for this one, I believe. So Amazon does have it again now. So if you want this Mini Goku, $35. Not a horrible price, you know, not the worst thing ever. Should be a bit lower, but it is a pretty good little figure as far as I know. You know, people who have it tend to like it as far as I'm aware. Then we have DAIMA Vegeta from Amazon, being sold by Amazon right here, as you see. And $35.99, pretty good price. This figure, I thought about getting it, but then I noticed that the DAIMA version of Vegeta has those rounded boots, so I'm probably going to wait until the Dangerous Pride is released personally. But if you want this, you can grab this. Link in the description for all of these, of course. Then the Mini Vegeta is on sale again. Here we have 23% off. But I have a coupon offer for $20.58. So I don't know if you'll have the same coupon offer that I have, but $20.58, I think that's a pretty good price for this if you want that little figure. I think, was it probably a few weeks ago, this said like low on stock, or no, it was the adult Vegeta, I think, that said low on stock, and now it doesn't say that anymore, okay? As for Piccolo, now this is weird. The Amazon listing tells me this item cannot be shipped to your selected delivery location. Please choose a different delivery location. I'm in America, obviously, so I don't know what's going on with that. The other listings are fine, but this one says like this weird message here. Don't know what's happening there. I don't know if you'll have the same message that I have, but yeah. And I think there's another figure that has that same message, I think. As for Mini Piccolo, he's in stock here at Amazon too, sold by Amazon.com. Coupon price $33.46. I think that is a very good price for this figure. So if you want this, I'd grab it sooner rather than later if you want to get that coupon, because I don't know how long that's going to last for and all that kind of stuff. But that's a very good deal if you want a good deal on this figure, okay? Then Glorio, $95.27. I'm not currently getting this. I'll be waiting to see if this goes on sale after the release date probably. But if you want this, you can pre-order this right now. It will be released on May 30th, 2026. Sorry there. Shenron says the same thing that Piccolo says, which is very strange. It says this item cannot be shipped to your selected delivery location. Please choose a different delivery location. Very weird. Don't know why that message is there. You know, you might have the same message if you're in America, I guess. I don't know. But I tried, I've tried 2 different American locations and it told me the same thing for both of them. So, or at least Piccolo did. One of them did. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening there. So, yeah. Shenron, if you want this, I think this is available right now, right? Or is it being released? No, January 23rd. So we're not far away from that. $119.99 if you want Shenron. Then for Kind-Hearted Saiyan Goku, it will be released on July 30th, 2026, sold by Amazon.com, $38, good price for that. Dangerous Pride Vegeta, I plan to get this myself. Amazon.com is selling it $38 right here. Games Begin Goku is available, of course, in stock, sold by Amazon, $39.99, $40, pretty good price for that figure, I'd say. Trunks, Boy from the Future Trunks, the reissue, July 14th, 2026. Shipper or seller, Amazon.com. Now, if you want a Trunks, I would say that a better alternative to this would be to get like the Tonsen R Toys version or the DF version and put like a cloth jacket on it. But if you want an official Trunks figure, Amazon is selling this. It'll be released on July 14th, 2026, okay? Proud Namekian Piccolo, $109.30. I think the price has gone up. Okay, I thought it would go down, but the price has gone up now to $109.30. Will be released on August 14th, 2026, shipped and sold by Amazon.com. Then we have for First Form Cell or Imperfect Cell. I have this myself. I love the look of the figure, but some of the joints on mine, or probably most of the joints, or a lot of them at least, feel very kind of loose or fragile kind of. So I don't know. I'll be careful with it myself, but I do think the figure looks really good. If it had great shading, this would be an excellent, like, top tier figure, you know? So yeah, $78.38 by Amazon, sold by Amazon right here, as you see here. Shipper or seller, Amazon.com, okay? The Earth's Strongest Man Krillin, fantastic Krillin in my opinion. If it had good shading, this would be like pretty much, I think, a perfect Krillin figure. Like the face sculpts are really, really good on this, I'd say. Looks straight up like the anime, you know, like that especially is really, really solid. The price is $10 more than it used to be. It used to be $55. Sold by Amazon.com, August 14th, 2026 for that one. Then the red Goku here, $38, September 15th. And the blue one, same price, but October 14th instead of September. And Full Power Super Saiyan Broly will be released on April 30th, 2026. I plan to get this one myself. I'm quite looking forward to this figure personally because there's a lot of stuff I'd like to make with it as far as animation goes and stuff like that, you know. And finally for Dragon Ball Super, we have the blue Vegeta here, Unwavering Saiyan Pride. It says only 19 left in stock. Now I think there's always a Vegeta that's low on stock. I think it was like one time there was the DAIMA Vegeta, then it might have been this one last week too. So I don't know if they got more stock or if this number's lower than last week's. I don't know, but yeah, if you want it, once again, you know, if it says low on stock and you're thinking about it, with this one I wouldn't, you know, mess around because it's been out for a while, so I don't know if they're gonna keep restocking it or whatever. Like DAIMA Vegeta is much newer than this is, so if you want this, better to get it sooner rather than later, especially when the stock is saying low like that, okay? Sold by Amazon, $34.99, good price for that, I believe. And finally, we have GT Kid Goku, $46.95, sold by Amazon. This is literally the only GT figure being sold by Amazon that I could see right now, so yeah. Alright, as for third-party stuff, the first thing we have here is this Raccoon by MP Model. No, isn't it? Wait, isn't it WP Model? It's WP Model. I think they mistyped there. It's WP Model, not MP Model. I have the Jace of this, of course. Like, the figure is decent, it's acceptable, but it doesn't feel like, you know, super high quality. Like, I feel like I could kind of tell that the quality is probably not as good as the official figure, but it gets the job done, you know, it gets the job done. But I will say that, like, this Raccoon, I wish they'd give it a matte finish. It looks way too shiny. It gives it kind of a cheap look. I hope that the final product has a matte finish. I think Jace had a pretty matte finish, so I hope this has a better, like, more matte finish. And also I will say, like, as far as I can tell, as far as I remember, we'll check in the AliExpress section, but this figure is going for, like, I think $70 with the free shipping, which is like, I was really hoping that WP Model would make these figures like very affordable. You know, even Jace I felt actually was a bit too expensive. Like, I think these really should be, you know, $30 to $50. Like, I think that should be the max for these. 30 to 50, nothing more than that, right? Just as a way to make them truly affordable. Because when you start getting into the $70 range, $80, like, you're just like, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of this, like, of getting the Ginyu Force for a better price. It's like, yes, the price is lower than like aftermarket, like, super scalpers, but still it's not affordable enough to be like, feels like you're really accomplishing what I thought your mission was. So I really would have loved to see this Raccoon be cheaper, like say $50, $60 max. I mean, even 60 sounds high, but like $50 I think would have been a decent price for this. But the fact that he's going for 70 and stuff kind of sours my excitement for this, like, you know, they're duplicates of the Ginyu Force and stuff. I don't know, like, I want to get them in a sense, but then it's like $70 for this Raccoon is like, it's kind of crazy. I don't know, it's like they really should be cheaper in my opinion, you know. Then we have LS Studio. So the Beast Gohan that they're making, the box art was revealed, and Kang posted, I believe, saying that this will be released in February. Let me just double check my notes here. Let me see. LS Studio KLL. Yeah. Kang posted saying it is said that the products will be shipped at the beginning of February. Okay. So of course, as I usually say, with third-party stuff, we can't be certain that the delivery date they mentioned or the release date they mentioned will certainly be it, but they're planning for February, okay? And the box art looks pretty cool. I might get this myself. I might get it, but the only thing I'd want to use it for would be like the Dragon Ball Super manga, because I don't really, I mean, we don't even have a Cell Max figure anyways, you know? And isn't that weird? Why do we not have a Cell Max? If, like, we have Beast Gohan, we have Orange Piccolo, we have the Gammas, all this stuff. Why don't we have Cell Max? You know, it's kind of weird. But anyways, box art looks cool, and it's called Tiger Hearted and Dragon Mighty apparently. Then we have the DF Father and Son, The Unbreakable Bond. This is currently in stock at Kang, like in stock right now. Now I'm gonna switch the format up a bit. I should have mentioned this earlier, but I'm gonna show you all the like Instagram news first, and then the AliExpress stuff after. Because for me, it's just like, it's more manageable. It's like easier to go through, because when I spend time, like, you know, organizing by company and all the different folders and all different tab groups and stuff, it like takes me so much time to make this video, or like make these videos, and I feel like if I just go through all the Instagram stuff and then all the AliExpress stuff, I can go through this a lot more efficiently and just streamline the whole process for me. Because also I'm trying to get that stop motion done by tomorrow, so I really want to kind of like speed run this in a certain sense to get my time efficiency up. Okay, so yeah, this is in stock. I do want to get this myself. I haven't gotten it yet, but it is like high on my priority list. Okay. Then we have this new company called HY Magic Action, okay? And it says a new UI released by HY with 2.0 engineering and reuse of the Ultra Instinct release from DF, with different paint change for UI sign, head sculpt, and Super Saiyan Blue form available now in China markets. And I think when he says China markets, he means like, was it Xianyu, but not AliExpress. So this is basically, what do you say, a bootleg of the UI Goku, okay? This right here, same thing, a different look of it, of course, different image right here. Then we have, just two images of that one. Would I get this myself? I don't know. I don't really have a need for this personally, although I guess this body could technically work for the Broly movie, when Goku went Super Saiyan Blue in the Broly movie, because the boots should be pretty accurate to that as well. So I could consider getting this potentially, depending on the price, to like make a Broly movie Goku with the shirt instead of the UI, which is with the one without the shirt, you know. Then there's this YAMCHA head sculpts here. These are JR Studio, I believe, and these are, it says Living Look Store has them. I've never used Living Look Store, so I'm not gonna link that. I'm only gonna, you know, link you stores that I personally have used. But I guess Courier News seems to trust Living Looks and stuff. But yeah, so these look kind of cool. The neck is, they really should have extended the neck for this image. It looks kind of like he has no neck going on there. But this, right, the no neck once again. And then this is like when he, you know, was, you know, ended by the Cyberman. The eyes are whited out and stuff. Have it here on the Games Begin body again. This right here as well. And then I think I saw, wasn't there an image of it? Yeah. Here's an image of it on the, I think that's the Android Saga YAMCHA figure. I think that would be the best way to use this personally, because the Games Begin body is like obviously not accurate. This YAMCHA body isn't accurate either, but at least it's YAMCHA, you know. Let's see here. These, yep. Okay. And then Specialist model. I don't know if it's different from HY Magic model. Was that, what are they called? HY, oh, Magic Action. Okay. All right, we got so many names, right? So Specialist model, Courier News posted this. Specialist model, B13 model is releasing as China only. Could likely appear in AliExpress very soon if stores decide to sell. It is basically a KO of Beerus with a special stone stand and a Dragon Ball accessory. Its starting price is $14, available only in China markets. Now, for $14, I might think about getting this, but I doubt it will be $14 on like AliExpress, you know. It'll probably be like $25, $30. If it really was $14 on AliExpress, I might really think about getting it for sure, because I would like to use it for a certain, you know, animation I'd like to make. This image does not look the best, that's for sure. This looks horrendous right here. Like, this looks like the supreme bootleg of bootlegs, you know, like that looks really trash right there. But the other images, at least some of them, don't look as horrendous as that one did, okay? Like this, for example, doesn't look that bad. It does look a little shiny right there, but, you know, not like super horrible. I think it looks usable. Although, for some abysmal reason, they've given him purple knee joints. Why not just give him blue knee joints? You have blue plastic here. Give him the blue knee joints. Yeah, so that is a problem. If I were to use this, I'd probably have to either Photoshop that or repaint those joints myself, which I hate. I hate having to paint a figure. Here's the look of the back of the figure here. The front of the figure here. It has a cool stand, I guess. I don't really care that much about stands, but I mean, that does look kind of cool. Oh, now this one is like, all right, yeah. When I said this one was like, what I say, the supreme bootleg of bootlegs, not that. This here, this one, this looks like, man, this looks like AI generated bootleg. That's how bad this looks. This one does not look good at all. Okay, this is just, I mean, even he calls it a knockoff right there. Okay, this does not look, and I mean, the thing is, like, that figure, the original full power Super Saiyan Goku figure, already didn't look good. So imagine a bootleg of something that doesn't look good. Okay, so yeah, that is mega trash right there. Okay, mega. I would not recommend going anywhere near that. Even the hip caps are fused to the middle of the, you know, waist piece there. That is, man, that's another level there, man. That better be like $2, dude. $2, man. I mean, like, this figure, honestly, this looks so, you know, poor quality that I wouldn't recommend buying this even just to like pose on your shelf or anything. I mean, I definitely couldn't make animation with this. It'd probably fall apart when I pose it. So this one is an absolute no-go for me. Like, I mean, you probably couldn't pay me to buy this. You probably couldn't give me $5 to buy it. You know what I mean? Like, no, or give it to me for free. Even for free, I'd be like, I have no use for this, you know? So I don't know about that one, but the Beerus doesn't look as bad to me, okay? Then the Vegito here, DS Vegito, they posted saying the newest Warrior Blade Fuse Vegito is set to be released in April to May according to a new shipping letter. And I mean, will I get this? Strong chance. I'm also thinking about getting the MP model one, although it is way more expensive for the value, just because it might look super fantastic. And as I mentioned before, like as an animator and as someone who personally values the artistic beauty of things, I might prefer the MP model one because it'll probably like visually look way better than the DF one, even though the DF one is going to be way better value. You know, it's like I kind of have to decide between the artistic quality I want and the value for my money, right? And it's like, this might be a case where I decide to get the MP model one just because I'll probably never need another Vegito ever again. Like it'll be like, this is perfect. I never need anything else for a Vegito, you know? But we haven't seen a full finished product of that yet, so I'm not sure how exactly it will look. If I think it looks absolutely perfect, flawless, like can't really improve it very much or at all, then I might just decide, you know what, for $80, $90, whatever, I'm never gonna need another Vegito, so I might buy it. You know, it really depends. If I feel like there's like significant room for improvement, I might just get the DF instead because it's way better value for your money. But the MP model might be so definitive that I'm like, man, like this is an investment for the rest of my animation life or career, you know? So we'll see. As far as this here, this is the blue Goku. I think this is the same figure from before, the UI thing, yeah. HY Magic Action, closer look of the UI sign reused mold, different paintworks and stickers. Keep in mind the joints are loose and the torso isn't steady. It is best to fix before using for display. So even Courier News is telling you, listen man, this is not worthy of the name third party, okay? This is a true bootleg. Like even he tells you right here in the promotional news, they tell you the joints are loose and the torso isn't steady. So yeah, I'll probably pass on these. Okay, I thought about the whole Broly movie thing. Throw that out of the window. If I gotta fix everything, it's just loose, falling apart garbage. Let's just don't even worry about it. I'm personally like, I only have so much time to spend like customizing figures and stuff like that, and I'd rather not buy something that I have to spend all that time fixing, you know? Another image of it here, another image, this one. Okay, and then DF, Courier News posted about this saying, it appears that stores have delisted many DF works, along with Evolutionary Apex, a Super Saiyan 5 Goku release, which was first slated for Q3 2025, but has been put as pause, and now it seems to be delisted in Chinese markets, with few stores commenting that it is not a working product. No registry code or shipping letters has been sent to confirm the product's existence with the product's existence. That's hilarious. To confirm the existence of this project with any production batch, modeling works, or anything new. Okay, so he basically he's saying like, no one can confirm that this exists. Okay, he said we do want to note that anything can change as we write this, but for now it appears that Evolutionary Apex is not on DF's release schedules or a planned works for the year or in the first quarter of the year. And as we said just now, we cannot confirm that it exists. Okay, another image here, blurred out, saying coming soon. And then this, I guess, was shown at some point. I've never seen this image before, but I guess they released this at some point showing the hair. Can someone make hollow hair? Can someone make hollow hair? Anyone? Is there anyone in China? Anyone customizing anything? Anyone in the world who can just make some hollow hair? All you have to do is sculpt the hair, okay? Hollow it out. Print each part as two sides of a shell and then glue them together. And then, you know, whatever. Like, and even if you wanted to be really top tier, you could actually sculpt it so that the seam just looks like the separation of the hair. So like, for example, like the seam could be hair, right? Or the seam could be right here. So it looks like you can't even tell that it's a seam because it just blends into the hair strands, you know? So man, why is that such a, I'm shocked that I've not seen anyone make that yet. That is such a simple way to really step up your game and present a product that will just like change the whole game, you know? Like hollow Super Saiyan 3 hair or whatever big hair. It's such a simple thing to do and no one's done it. And no one's doing it. Why? Can someone please make some hollow hair? All right, moving on. Out of breath after that one. DF Super Saiyan 3. So he posted, Curry News posted this thing. Following previous post, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, aka Dragon Fury Wukong Fist, is also on pause, and stores encouraged to cancel pre-orders of the said DF Super Saiyan 3 item. So I guess we have to sing another Goku Bites the Dust instead of another Cell Bites the Dust. That song, Cancel Your Pre-Order You Must, does apply here. Okay, so yes, so cancel your pre-order you must. This week, it is true. It's not a joke. Cancel your pre-order you must, according to Korea News. Then this is another image here of the dragon that, once again, we cannot confirm the existence of this dragon, okay? Moving on, we have, so this is a Kong Studios here with their like 15 billion names. It says, in the next few days, finalized photos of the upcoming gold, silver, red, black armors will be revealed. Basically, the Mythos Goku sets and Headsculpt paint changes and the blue shirt molding pieces that will be on the figure, complete sets, and most of all, accessories showcase. These photos are mostly a concept design revealed some time ago. Please keep in mind that Mythos pre-orders can be a bit limited, as more than 3 stores has vouched that the stock of this will be short, also due to the Chinese New Year celebration and production schedulings with factory and studio works. For pre-orders, they will be mostly spread on China markets, and for overseas, AliExpress will probably be Kang the first to have and ship within the 24 hours of arrival, as he mentions on story and with us on Instagram. Okay, so these Goku figures, that was a lot. I don't even remember what I read. That was so much to read. Let's see, next few days, finalized photos. Okay, so finalized photos soon. And Kang will probably be like the first to have them on AliExpress. Of course, as you guys know, I use Kang myself personally, or have used it recently, and I have no problem using them again. I didn't pay any tariffs and all that kind of stuff, okay? So, UI Goku, cool. I mean, like, I kind of like the look of this. When I first saw these, like from like a screenshot somebody had, like really far away, I didn't really like the look of them, but as I look at it closer, this is not bad. Not bad. But the quality is horrible. Why is the image quality so trash, man? I don't get it. Can't you just show some nice images? I don't get it. But anyways, looks decent. Some people have said he's too buff for UI Goku. And I mean, it depends on what animation frame you're looking at, right? In some frames of the anime, he looks super jacked. In some frames, he looks slender. In the manga, I guess he generally looks more slender and stuff like that. So yeah, and it has UI and UI sign. As you guys know, I don't really buy Kong figures because I know about the whole peg breaking thing. Until I receive word confirmation from someone that the pegs no longer break on Kong figures, I will likely continue to not buy them, because I'm not spending $80 on a figure knowing the peg is gonna break, okay? Then this one is even worse quality than that. Like, you can't even see him there. Like, is that even, you can't even see where his eyes and mouth are truly. I mean, you can guess that's the mouth and these are the eyes, but wow. Who's taking these images? Who's rendering these? You know, are they using like Windows 98 to render these things? Anyway, so this is the Super Saiyan Goku hair. The hair, I love the hair color. That hair color looks good. Has Broly holding, right? I guess that's for the Kong Broly, you know? So yeah, I mean, if I could see this, I would probably say it looks decent, but I can't really, you know, see it. Okay, I can see the colors, but that's about it. Then we have this one, a bit clearer image there. The hair, you know, windswept. I prefer this kind of hair, the pale yellowish kind of hair, to like this more like saturated yellow. And then we have this as well. Okay, so I mean, the hips part, oh, they're using kind of like that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta kind of hips. they're not my favorite. I don't think I hate them as much as I hate the Games Begin hips or the Gohan hips, but they're still not quite my favorite. I think as far as hip flaps go, Tonsen is the best hip flaps. Tonsen has the best hip flaps in the game, I'd say. Then Burst CG posted this talking about like an Omega Shenron figure being made potentially. New project. This was teased some time ago initially by 5K Toys. In addition to the obvious Omega Shenron tease, I believe Nova or Ice was being considered too. I don't expect to see anything concrete right now, but the project being brought up again gives me more hope in the long run. Okay, so Omega Shenron, of course, as you guys would know if you followed for some time, I made a video like a few months ago saying, can someone please make an Omega Shenron figure? And if this is made, I might get it depending on who's making it. Because since 5K Toys is the one who's like showing this image, I would venture to guess that it could be Kong making these. And you know me with Kong and the pegs, if Kong is the one making it, I might skip on it because I'm not buying a $90, $80, whatever Omega Shenron knowing the pegs are gonna break, okay? Even though I really want to make a Shenron in a certain sense. And then last we have Red Leaf Studios here as far as, you know, new stuff goes. Zealous Zenkai posted this a few days ago, I believe, asking if this was better, and of course this does look better than the previous Broly renders. This is blue hair right here, but then they later showed another update. So this was the green one, and he says, I should note the original colors shown, green, pink, red, are still what's being produced first. The studio is still working on perfecting like look of the head sculpts. Okay, good. So it looks better for sure, but the last one I think looks pretty solid. I'll show you that. We'll get to that. Then thank you to those that provided their opinions. Your latest feedback was shared, and this is what the studio provided. This is the blue Broly right here, and then a better look at it right here. Looks even better than before, right? So see that, and then we have this, which looks better than that one. So they keep leveling up. They went Super Saiyan, then they're going Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. Okay. And then it says, still expecting production to begin this month. In my opinion, I think the studio captured an even more accurate look than previously shown to us. If blue is a color you all would be interested in the future, I can gauge your reaction below, then share with Red Leaf afterwards. And it says, would you like to see blue as an option? You could vote yes or no. I didn't vote because I'm not like, you know, I'm not like super interested in like a blue Broly. I'm not really interested in like, you know, what if stuff personally. I'm usually into more like, you know, like anime stuff you see in the anime or stuff in the manga, that kind of thing. Like, and then here are the results. It said 74% said yes, 26% said no. Though some have said no, the majority would like to see an eventual blue variant. Ultimately, it's up to the studio whether they produce one in the future, but your results have been shared. Thank you to all that voted. And then this one I think is the best one yet, the red one right here. I think that looks even better than the previous ones, right? Quite solid. And it says unrelenting monster red version nearing completion, physical prototypes very soon. So I mean, this is a drastic improvement over what they were initially making, right? And you see they actually kind of rounded out the chin there, which is kind of cool. So yeah, this is looking much better. Oh, blank screen. Yeah, this is looking much better. Will I get any of these myself? If they make a green version that looks, you know, like this or better, then I might consider getting it, because the only one that is actually, you know, canon, as you would say, is the green Broly here from the manga, right? So that is probably the only version I would be interested in personally, because I'm not really into what if stuff like that. So let's now go to AliExpress to show you like what these stores actually have. All right, lastly, we're going to cover the AliExpress stuff here. So the DF Gogeta Blue, if you want a Gogeta, this is in stock, being sold by Kang, 6163, free shipping. It's a more affordable option than the Tonsen one, of course, but the price difference is actually not that drastic, as you'll see soon. But if you want this, you know, it's a decent Gogeta figure. I don't really like the head sculpts that much, although I do think the head sculpts on the blue version do look a bit better than the original DF Gogeta. And I think this is Kang. Kang has this here, so let me see. Kang has two listings for the same Gogeta. I don't know why these stores do this, but yeah, so this one's $63.97 and this one's $61.63. So this one is cheaper, but it's the same figure, so that's kind of weird. I don't know why they have two listings like that. Anyways, Let's see. The Fusion Reborn version is listed here as well, also by Kang with free shipping, $58.77. If you want a Fusion Reborn Gogeta, decent figure. As I said though, I don't really like the head sculpts very much. I much prefer the Tonsen Art Toys version, and if you're gonna get one, I would highly recommend getting the Tonsen one instead of this one, because I mean, you know, people kind of joke around calling this one like Gokon, you know, saying it doesn't look like Gogeta and stuff. So, yeah. Same thing here. Treasure Toys has this one as well, $65.91. So let's see compared to Kang. Yeah, Treasure Toys is more expensive than Kang, so better deal at Kang. Wait, yeah, a better deal at Kang. You get a better deal at Kang. Okay, cool. And then the Studio Moro, of course, version A is in stock right now at Kang here, free shipping, $75.88. The UI version, weeks ago, Kang posted saying it'll be like shipped soon and stuff, but I've not heard any updates about it since then. Okay, if I had to guess, I would suspect, possibly, that since a lot of people were saying like they didn't like how the face sculpts looked on this one, I'm gonna guess that it's very likely that the studio is potentially like trying to rework the face sculpts a bit, making them look a bit better and stuff before the final release. But that's just a guess. That's just my, you know, theory there. Okay. Then we have the Tonsen Art Toys Gogeta. The blue one is sold out here, and it was crazy scalp price anyways. This is from Kang, free shipping. But I mean, I highly recommend this figure, honestly. It's a very good Gogeta figure. I would say that it's a top tier figure, but if it had good shading, it would be like an absolutely probably definitive Gogeta kind of figure. Although in Fusion Reborn, he had a bit of a deeper widow's peak, but still, I mean, if this had a really excellent shading, it'd be like super solid. But it's still solid right now. It's still like I think the best Gogeta figure on the market right now, better than like the Bandai one, the DF one. So if you want a Gogeta and you can get this one, I would recommend this Gogeta above any of the others, DF or the official one. Okay. And here we also have Treasure Toys selling the same Gogeta, $78.79 compared to Kang for $85.95. So Treasure Toys is a bit cheaper than Kang on that front. But oddly, I didn't even know this was still in stock here. Treasure Toys has the blue Gogeta in stock, but it is for a crazy scalper price, like $107.13. And originally this figure was like, you know, probably like this, more like $70 to $80. Okay, so I mean, if you really want this, the price is only going to go up from here. Okay, if you're like, man, I just need that Gogeta, there's no other Gogeta that's that good or whatever, you could decide to get it here. It is available. Okay, the Fusion Reborn one is much cheaper, so I'm thankful that I got these like months ago when like the blue one was still for the regular price and stuff. I think even Omni sold out of their blue one. So yeah, if you want the Fusion Reborn one, much more available for a decent price compared to this one. But you know, it's still a great Gogeta figure. The choice is really yours at that point. Okay, then we have the same listing, like the same items by Treasure Toys once again. I don't know why they do this, as I said, but yeah, so the same figures, different prices. This one is $78.79, this one is $78.18, this is $106.30, and this is $107.13. Okay, so I think this listing is a bit cheaper. And they also have these vests here, which I mean, like, I would like to try these, I would like to get these, but $30 to me is just a bit steep for that. So if the price were to go lower, or I could get a discount on them or something, potentially, but as they stand right now, I'm like, $30 for this little jacket, I don't know about that one, you know. The Black Hole Toys Majin Vegeta figures are of course in stock as well from Kang right here. The price depends on what version you want. These prices do look a bit higher than they were last week, I believe. So if you want these, you know that third-party figures, like, once they're gone, once they, like, you know, the original retailers don't have them anymore, the prices are going to just go through the roof. So, you know, if you keep waiting on this one, price is going to keep going up and going up and going up. If you want it, better to get it sooner rather than later, but you know, the choice is yours. I think the this one is sold out. This is the dark battle damage one is completely gone. What about the blue battle damage? The blue battle damage, I think that is that gone too? No, that's still here as well. But it says 19 available for that. This is 42 available. This is 28 available. And of course, this one is just sold out. Okay. So that's Kang right there. Free shipping. Treasure Toys has the same stuff, but they only have the non-battle damaged versions. The other versions are completely sold out. So this is gone and this is gone. So yeah, but let me see the price though. So the blue one from Treasure Toys here compared to the blue one from Kang, $61.98 versus, okay, so Treasure Toys is slightly cheaper than Kang there. So if you want to get a slightly lower price, Treasure Toys does have the advantage in that regard right there. As I said, these numbers, I think these numbers are quite a bit lower than they were last week. This says only 12 available here. So once again, if you want them, better to get them sooner rather than later. As for this here, we have the like Air Studio Super Saiyan Goku head sculpts, and they're listed alongside the Martialist Forever Return from Beyond body. My personal favorite, like Cell Saga, Boo Saga Goku body. I love this body. I just like, I don't really need another Goku body. Like this is my Goku body, okay? $55.80, a bit steep, but you can get $7 off if you get this same offer that I have here, which makes it a pretty good price. So $7 off of that. Let's do the math real quick. 15 minus 7 is what, 8? So that would be like 48 basically, about 48 something. Pretty decent price. Free shipping from Kang. And then this one is $50. Now that, just for some head sculpts, that's a bit steep. But this one, I think with the $7 off, is a pretty good price. So yeah, I'd grab that one. 29 available. I think that's less than last week as well. So as usual, once third-party stuff is gone, you know the scalpers are gonna just crawl out of their dens and just like completely raid your wallet. Let's see, Treasure Toys, same thing here, $56.24 compared to this. So Treasure Toys is slightly more expensive. Kang has a slightly better price for you there. And then these Vegeta figures, Majin Vegeta, isn't this the same? Kang, they have like a million listings for the same figures. I think we've seen that one already. Then let's see here. This is the Broly Legendary Berserker. So the reason I'm showing this is because the TK custom head sculpts were recently released for this. So if you want to like plus this up, make it, I mean, I think it's a pretty solid. For me, it's probably my personal definitive Broly if the hair was matte. So this is being sold by Kang here. Free shipping, $66.01 for the regular yellow-haired version, and then slightly more for the green-haired version. And of course, you could pair this with the, where's the TK hair? Oh dear, I had it here. 2 hours later. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Kang right here has the TK hair sculpts. $53.31. The price has definitely gone up. This was originally like more like 48-ish, I think, 45, somewhere around there. So the price has gone up a bit, but you can get the $7 off. And I think sometimes these sellers might raise their prices when you get like a discount thing going on. I don't know why that is. I guess they make less money when you get a discount. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, these are pretty solid. I wish they had matte hair. I really, really wish there was a matte option. But they do make that Broly figure look significantly better. So $53.31, free shipping. If you get $7 off, quick math, 13 minus 7 is 4? No, what is it? 6, right? 6. Okay, so yeah, that would be like $46-ish, which is, you know, it can pass in a sense. Okay, let's go back to what we're doing over here. So yeah, right here, the DF trunks with the like vest, the tank top on, $66.63, free shipping from Kang, pre-order. The release date for this is not definitive yet, but I believe it's expected to ship in Q1 of 2026, which is this year, of course. Or it could also be January. I'm not sure. It's like, but they expect to have it in this like early part of the year, you know. Decent trunks, of course, you know me and the flaps, of course, but the upper body I think looks pretty solid. Then the Vegeta right here, you can pre-order this as well from Kang, free shipping, $71.63. Tonsen Toys Gogeta figures, $80.79. Get that $7 off, would bring that down quite a bit. So I'd say that is a pretty good opportunity to get this for a decent price, I'd say. Treasure Toys has them here as well, $79.45. So a bit less than Kang, it seems. Yeah, a bit less than Kang. Let's see. Treasure Toys once again has 2 listings for the same figures. Don't know why they do this, but you see here, these are both from Treasure Toys. And then the DF Father and Son, the Unbreakable Bond, is in stock at Kang right now, like shipping right now. Very strong chance I'll get this one myself. I haven't bought it yet, but I think about it every day, basically. Okay, I think about it basically every day. But $73.29, free shipping, get the $7 off. 13 minus 7, we did that just now. That is 6, so that should be about $66-ish right there. Decent price. You get a bunch of like this Nimbus Cloud and Tails and 2 Gohans and a Goku and a bunch of stuff. So I'd say the price seems pretty decent to me. From Treasure Toys, $67.84, so they are cheaper than Kang. I don't think they've raised their price, but I believe Kang has raised theirs. So if you want to get it for like the originally listed price, I think this is the same price it originally was up for. I think Kang had a lower price at first, but now Kang has raised their price. Then the Broly figures from Kang, free shipping right here. These, now I believe these are in stock. Yeah, it says buy now. Okay, so these are in stock. The Super Saiyan 5 and the other ones, but the Dark Broly was sold out even before the pre-order was over. Like even before they were available, that was already gone. You see the price right there, my goodness. So yeah, these, I'm not getting these, of course. I don't really have any interest in, like, you know, as I said, what if stuff, fan stuff, typically. Like some stuff I might think about, but generally I'm usually more interested in like official, like, you know, canon things, as you would say. But if you want these, I mean, they're quite a hefty price tag. I mean, I'd say the Super Saiyan 5 one looks incredible to me. Like, to me, that is a very solid figure. Like, it looks really, really good. If the price was lower, if it was like $80, right, I would say, man, that's a fantastic figure for that price. Like, you know what I mean? But for $174, like, sheesh, that's a bit too much right there. Now this is YAMCHA. This is kind of weird. This is LS Studio, right? They're also making a YAMCHA apparently, but for some reason the price here says $1,649.46. I don't know why that's so high. I'm thinking that there might be some tariff related thing here where like they're probably trying to deter American customers from purchasing it for some reason. Because I don't know why the price would just be like, I mean, that is literally like rent money, you know? So I don't know why that price is like that. You can let me know if you see that same price, because that is insane. Obviously, that has to be an error, or they're purposefully trying to like stop like American customers from buying this or something. I don't know, okay? And of course, I would not recommend pre-ordering it for this price, okay? Oh my goodness, all right. Then the Gohan from HM Air Studio, the head sculpt sets. These are, I believe these are in stock, but it says pre-order though. It still says pre-order. Yeah, I guess it still says pre-order. But these, the HA006, this one is sold out. I pre-ordered this from 5K Toys myself, so I'm hoping for the second payment on that soon. I just made the second payment on the base form Gohan version, well, the base form version of Gohan. They have the clothing set, this one, the windswept, the shiny or translucent one, whichever one it is, and the beast one, all still in stock at Kang. So they have quite a bit of stock of these, but Treasure Toys I think is like completely sold out. I think the Treasure Toys stock is completely gone. I didn't even like see it on their store, I don't think. So those ones are completely sold out. So once again, as I said before, with these are very, very popular, especially that one because it's literally gone from everywhere that I trust. But I mean, I think the next best thing would be this one here. So if you want these, you know, with third-party stuff, the longer you wait, that price is going to keep climbing up. Pretty sure these weren't $60 before. Like, they were not. I don't know if this was $50. I don't think that was that price either. So these prices have now gone up, okay? Then Broly here, we showed that earlier. Yeah. Then the recustom. We talked about recustom last week with their Ultra Ego Vegeta. You can actually pre-order the Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra, what is it called? What do you call it? Ultra Vegeta 1 or the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta head sculpts from Recustom here. Let's see. It says 5047 and it says only 7 left. So, but this one says 47 available. So this one is less popular, the like shiny thing. As I said before, I think most collectors like the matte hair, right? Most of us like the matte hair. So I don't know why they would TK would make no matte option. That's just bizarre to me. But yeah, this one says only 7 left, and you see the little flame there. It means it's like selling hot or whatever. But this one has 47 available, so there's no like, you know, it's not in high demand clearly compared to this one right here. Okay. Oh yeah, but I mean, for only 7 left. If you want this, better to get it sooner rather than later. As far as I haven't seen, yeah, I think we saw some images last week of like progress about it, but not like looking like it's going to release like any day soon, you know, any day now or whatever. But yeah, if you want them, you can pre-order them right here. 5047. I mean, you get 2 different like forms for $50. I think that's probably pretty good price, man, because if basically each of these is like $25, which is fantastic value. So I have to say thank you to Recustom for having very good prices here. Like, so I do like to thank studios that have reasonable prices and are not just trying to like just raid your wallet. So thank you, Recustom, for having good prices on this right here. Okay, thank you very much. Like, genuinely, and I mean it. Like, I'm not just saying that as a joke. I genuinely do appreciate seeing studios that aren't just like super greedy and super scalping. Like, it actually really does touch my heart, and I appreciate it very much. So thank you, Recustom, for not just being just a greedy scalping company. I really appreciate that, genuinely. Same thing here. This price is pretty decent, I'd say. Not like horrible, you know. If you get the $7 off, makes it pretty good. So $7 off, $51.64, free shipping from Kang. This is pretty solid. Very strong chance I'll be getting this myself. Very, very strong chance, okay? Then this is the ZT Toys Broly's from Treasure Toys. Free shipping as well, of course. Let's see, this is for the green-haired version. I think they said they want to release this in March to April, something like that, or May. Last week I mentioned it. You know, third-party dates are all over the place. But if you want to pre-order these right here, the green-haired version is available for pre-order, and the Super Saiyan 3 version as well. Okay, these 2 are right here available for pre-order right now. I would say the figure, like the Super Saiyan one, right? Well, the regular Legendary Super Saiyan one looks really, really good. I just wish the price was better. I think if this was like $80, then it would probably be a pretty good price. But the price for me is just too high. Continuing now, we have Martialist Forever Return from Beyond. We showed this earlier. I have so many tabs. Anyways, Treasure Toys, $56.24, $7 off, 16 minus 7, quick maths. That would be 9, right? So that would be 49. Okay, free shipping there. And then Vegeta from DF, $70.48. Oh, whoa. The shipping says $23.87. Wow. Okay, so I don't know why Treasure Toys is charging this. This is going to be like $90. I guess because it's gone everywhere else. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend getting this, that's for sure. Not for that price. Because as we saw earlier, DF is making... Where is it? They're supposed to be making a new Vegeta soon. Where the heck is it? You saw it earlier, you remember, right? Or is your memory like, you know, trash like mine can be sometimes? Oh dear. Anyways, you saw it. Oh, here it is. So yeah, DF should be making this at some point. So I would rather wait for this than pay, what is that? It's gonna be like $90 for this one? No. Okay, so if you absolutely want it, this one has the aura effect, which is like the major difference, and it's a 2.0 versus a 3.0. But I think the other one has like basically everything else. So if you really want this aura effect, then I guess you might think it's worth it. But that is a crazy thing right there. I don't know why the shipping's not even free. That's, yeah, okay. And then finally we have the Black Hole Toys Time Jumper from Treasure Toys, $41.90, free shipping. Excellent price, of course. And Black Hole Toys generally has good prices. Although I will say that their Gohan head sculpts, those should have been like $20 because the whole figure was going to be $40. So why would just the head sculpt alone be like $30? You know, the body's only $10. So yeah, I think those should have been cheaper. I also saw that they break a lot and stuff, so I didn't get those. But yeah, the Super Saiyan 4, the regular like GT version, is gone now. But the Time Jumper is still available if you want that, if you like Dragon Ball Heroes and that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, that is it for the Dragon Ball figure recap this week. I will leave links to like the stores in the description. Usually I leave links to like all the figures, but YouTube has like a character limit, so like I run out of space. There's just too many figures, man. So I'm gonna leave links to the stores in the description, and of course these stores are stores that I trust, stores that I have personally used and did not pay any tariffs. But I have a stop motion to make, hoping to release it on Saturday, which should be tomorrow by now, I guess. So what time is it? It's currently, yeah. So I want to release that stop motion tomorrow, so I got to go work on that, wake up early, all that stuff. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support, and bye for now. Oh wait, I usually say thank you for watching. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Okay, so thanks for your support. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.